All right, everybody, welcome into your NFL Week 7 prediction show with DJ and Lamar, or Lamar and DJ, however you want to say it. Doesn't really matter. Um, oh, we can't. Can you hear me? We're
Yeah, I can
good?
hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Just
All right,
go
we're good?
first.
All right. Were you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead. Always ready.
What?
I said I'm
You
always
weren't
ready.
ready?
I'm
Oh,
always
you're
ready.
always okay. My bad. Born ready. All right, Lance Stevenson. Um, born ready. All right. But anyway, welcome into your Week 7 prediction show. Um, we're talking Week 7 in the NFL, not the NBA or the NHL or the MLB. So we're talking NFL here. Um, so we're going to start off with the game that's already been done this week. We're going to start off with Jets Patriots, just give our thoughts on what happened, what went down in the game, and um, we'll start with Jets versus the Patriots. Probably change his logo, but I would change it in a second. Jets versus Patriots in the NFL. I wanted to come on this thing here, not this one, but one before this one, and predict the Jets to win this game. I really did, and I know it's hard to believe. I like the Jets against the Patriots every time they play. I'm just a big fan of that. Um, the Jets versus the Patriots it's always a compelling game, except for every once in a while. Um, I like that the Jets put up a fight in this one. They fought really hard to try to get back into this game, and actually they probably should have won this game if they could turn their red zone things into touchdowns. I mean, like
Okay, red zone.
Nick Folk had 15 fantasy points by a kicker, and that's ridiculous. So if the Jets can turn field goals into touchdowns, they should be okay. They were moving the ball pretty well. Chris Ivory was a man in this game, running all over the Patriots defense. You can see Gerard Mayo not being there is hurting the Patriots pretty much there. So I wanted to pick the Jets, but I decided against that. I decided against even doing anything about that. Um, I just went with the. I wanted to pick the Jets, but I was like, I didn't think I was gonna get the video up in time anyway. So Jets lose this game to the Patriots by what was it? It was like 1 point. It was 1 point. No, they lost by two. They lost by two because they missed the 2 point conversion. They had a chance to come back and win, but it didn't really happen. I will be back in a little bit in 1 second. Just go ahead and just say what you need to say. I'll be right back. Honestly.
Alright, let's go with it. Well, what I'm trying to say is, when I watched that game, I watched some of it anyway. Um, the Jets they did pretty well, but they still got some work to do, especially Geno Smith. If Geno Smith didn't look bad that game, he looked amazing, but he didn't look that bad. I mean, the offense did well. Only problem that they had was the fact that they didn't put, they didn't turn red zone possession into touchdowns. They turned them into field goals, which is not that bad. But to play the Patriots, you gotta turn them into touchdowns. Patriots, of course, they played at home, so they already got the advantage of having the crowd on their side and winning completely. So, reason why the Patriots, I believe, won is because of the fact that they had the crowd on their side. They have 69 straight home game wins. Since they have 69 straight home game wins, apparently the crowd is a huge advantage. So that's all I gotta say about it. Of course, but also, of course, you gotta give his props to Chris Ivory for running all over that defense.
All right, was that it for you?
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
actually a shame. And I actually want to add something. It's actually a shame. You know, the Jets are right now they're 1-6. But if you actually look at the scoreboard at some points, you can tell that they at least should have been maybe 3-4 or something. Because they've had some close games that they just lost. They just lost because they blew their chance. The Jets really aren't that bad.
I agree. I don't think the Jets are that bad at all. I think they're better on defense than the credit they're given. They get a lot of credit for the front seven, but they don't get a lot of credit at the corner position. I'm a big time fan of Darren Walls, I think it's Darren. I don't know. His last name's Walls, and that's all you need to know. The man, I like the way he plays the corner position. He doesn't get a lot of credit, but he's in a bad secondary anyway, so it's kind of rough on him. Antonio Allen made some decent plays in the game. Um, During this game, at least one time. I know. I don't know if he really. I think he got beat one time and he made a good play one time. So Brandon LaFell was practically a man in this game, and so was Shane Vereen, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Shane Vereen. Shane Vereen is a good player.
All right. So gonna head on to this next game: Ravens versus Falcons. I think it's actually in Baltimore. It's not in Atlanta this time. I think the last time they played, they were in Atlanta, and it was a close game. Ravens versus Falcons always seems to be a close game. Two of the quarterbacks from the 2008 draft class often get compared a lot, which I don't love, but it's whatever. Uh, Ravens versus Falcons. I think you guys know where I'm going here. I'm gonna go with the Ravens because it's been close every single time they played. The Falcons aren't even as good as they were in those past games. So I got to give it to the Ravens here, and not just because I'm going to be biased, but more because it just makes sense to pick the Ravens here, considering they're it's been close. They're at home. They're good at home. They haven't been terrible on the road like they usually have been, but you know. So, more.
Me,
Y'all go ahead.
um, if you had to ask me, if you had to ask me, first of all, Ravens defense, the project defense, they still in the work of working things out. I mean, they've got most of it worked out, but they still got a few things that they need to work on. But it should be enough to stop Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has been okay. He's been nice. He's been nice the first part of the season, but as you can see from last season, he dropped off a lot. So I don't expect Matt Ryan to do anything amazing at this moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and lean on to your Ravens for right now. Hopefully your running back situation don't mess y'all up.
Well, the running back situation isn't even as bad as it even if
See,
you yeah, it's not as bad as you think, because if you look at it, you would say, okay, Ravens lose Ray Rice for the rest of the year, they're done. But like with Lorenzo Taliaferro, when he does come in and actually plays well, he does pretty good. And Justin Forsett is just so like he's just so much of a change of pace that he does pretty well. And I think Bernard Pierce isn't terrible. I don't know if he's great. I wouldn't call him great. I liked him going into the year, but he hasn't played great, and he's been hurt. So
right.
as far as the offense goes, they played well last week. They played very well last week, at least in the first 16 minutes. They probably got really conservative after they went up 38-0. Um, if they can, they just got to find a way to get Torrey Smith involved, because he did a good job of getting involved last game, but Joe also did a good job of reading the coverage as well. They were playing Tampa 2 a ton of the time there, so and Tampa Bay, Tampa 2 makes sense. Um, but they got to find a way to get Torrey Smith involved. I wish they would run a couple more screens for him, but I don't know how comfortable he is running screens. And I know he's a fast guy, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's comfortable running screens or not. I hope they find some other ways to get him involved besides just closing their eyes and throwing the ball down the field and hoping he catches it. Um,
Yeah, that seems like
so
something.
you picked the Ravens, I picked the Ravens, right?
Yeah, well, right.
All right. Next, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Washington Redskins. The report is that RG3 is not going to play, but he is practicing again, I think, or he's at least working out again. So he's soon to be back, and also uh, he's set to be the starter when he comes back. So that's real interesting. I'm gonna let you take this one first.
First of all, since RG3 is not playing, it might actually be a game. Might actually be a game since he out. I'm gonna have to if I'm gonna have to pick, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Reds. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to because the Titans defense has so many holes in it. Swiss cheese, laughed at it. Pretty much, Kirk Cousins can pick this defense off easily. He can pick this defense right out and not have problems. Plus, with their running backs, they shouldn't even have a problem with that. The fact of the Titans offense is the fact that they don't have many people that can actually get down the field. The line is a little bit suspect. Bishop Sankey, he's still a little bit of a project. And then you got their quarterback, which it escapes my mind who that is right now. I don't think he can do it.
Is it Whitehurst? Might be Whitehurst.
Okay, yeah. That's why it escaped my mind. Two, that's why I know they're not gonna win. Whitehurst can do it. Alright, I'm done.
You're not a fan of the Whitehurst, bro?
Whitehurst can't do it.
And Mettenberger is the third string.
They might as well put Mettenberg in. They did put Mettenberg in one.
Wasn't Jake Locker playing well though before he got hurt?
He
I
was.
thought he was.
He played decently anyway.
For this game, Titans versus Redskins. Redskins at home. Um, I'm gonna have to go with the Redskins. I don't trust the Titans at all. I trust Kirk Cousins more than I trust the Titans. Um, this one's kind of tough, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans won this game. But I'm hoping the Redskins can pull this one out. They should be able to pull this one out. Um, I don't expect the Titans offense or defense to do very well. But the Redskins offense has been very inconsistent as well. So I don't know. I'm hoping Kirk Cousins can bounce back. I'm expecting him to bounce back and kind of do some good things in this game. Next, we have the Seahawks at the Rams. Can the Seahawks lose two in a row?
Oh, better question. Can the Seahawks lose this game again? Honestly, this is Seahawks game to lose. We
Oh
both
yeah, I
know.
forgot that. Didn't they lost this last year? Didn't they? But they lost at home though, right? It was at home. I think.
Actually, no, I think it was at St. Louis' home.
Oh, okay.
Might have been. I don't know. It escapes me. Anyway, again, can they lose this game again? Once again, Seahawks, Rams. This is the Seahawks game to lose. They can get drubbed. They can get drubbed by the Rams. They can win against the Rams, or they can make it a close game. They're not gonna get away from the Rams. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There's not gonna be no huge point differential with Seahawks win. Either it's gonna be close, either way, or the Rams gonna drop them again. That's how it was last year. That's how I'm calling it this year. course, I know the Rams do not have the manpower for this, but obviously they got enough manpower to go ahead and stun us from last year. But more than likely, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Seahawks.
You
Gonna take
sticking
the
with who?
safe route. The
Seahawks.
Seahawks. We're taking the safe route. Plus they my defense, so
For this one, I'm gonna actually go with the Rams. I don't like Seahawks at home. Um, they don't seem they're not the same team at home. I mean, they're not the same team at home as they are away. And even they even lost at home last week to the Cowboys. Oh yeah, go ahead.
by the way, they're playing away. They're playing at San Luis.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, that's why I'm picking the Rams because they are going to be on the road. I know they lost. They lost at home last week to the Cowboys. I don't even know how they did that. Um, I mean, they're supposed to be this big beast at home, but just go ahead and fill in whenever you need to.
Yeah. Do you want me to just read this? You want me to read this injury report right now because it's pretty long.
This is for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Seahawks injury report. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm just gonna shout stuff out. Probable out, probable out, probable out, 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 probable, questionable, probable out, injury reserve, injury reserve, injury reserve, injury reserve, and three more of them. Pretty much, they're missing a third of their team.
No, they actually lost to Arizona at home last year. That's who it was. It was in Week 16 last year.
Well, actually, Arizona's not that bad.
And also, um, the Seahawks. I don't know what I was gonna say, and that's really unfortunate. But
They lost to the Rams. They don't get that wrong though.
yeah, I think they lost to the Rams in St. Louis last year though. Wait a minute. St. Louis.
Rams all that.
Whose schedule am I looking at? The Rams.
Don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
And also, you got to remember that Percy Harvin's not on the team anymore. And I honestly don't know who they have anymore because last year was Doug Baldwin against the world. They don't have him anymore. And then we had Percy Harvin who was making big plays, kind of he would make big plays, but when he would get touchdowns, they would get called back. So I don't know. When he would make big plays, it would kind of get called back. He's kind of that Jeremy Curley type of guy. Considering you get a good, big play out of him and it gets called back by a penalty. Speaking of Percy Harvin, if you don't know, he did get traded to the Jets yesterday. It's going to be interesting to see how the Jets use him. I don't know how they're going to use him that quickly. He can play Sunday, right?
Sunday?
Because I know it's like I'm pretty sure it's fine in the NFL. You don't see a lot of trades, so it's kind of weird when it happens in a midweek like that. I know in the NBA it's like you can't play for like one of the next game or something. I can't remember, or they usually don't play for the next game. But
I'm pretty sure he should be set for the next game.
well, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what the Seahawks do. The Rams got a nice defense. They don't have that same pass rush that they had last year because they're not getting not in terms of sacks. They may still have the same pass rush, but they're not getting the sacks that they were last year. Um, Austin Davis is he's not playing that poorly. I saw on Monday night he played pretty well, or it might have been Sunday night. I can't remember, but he played pretty well. Um, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it against that defense, but then again, I don't know. He played pretty well in the first half. He didn't play that well in the second half. It's gonna be interesting to see how they adjust to him. I don't know if they played Austin Davis already this year or were they playing Kellen Clemens. I'm not sure if they played already this year or not. Um, but I'm going with the Rams. That's what I'm
Gotcha.
gonna do.
Oh yeah. A little update on the game. Um, the Jets and New England. New England blocked the field goal.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Now I did.
Yeah, they
I
did
did.
because obviously Nick Folk kicked it low to try to make it all 58 yards. I don't remember who exactly got the hand on it, but it was it was one of the guys that were playing in the middle. It wasn't the guy off the edge that looked like he may have blocked it. It was the I mean, he got like a pretty good hand on it too. It wasn't like just a fingertip. It was a pretty good hand. So that kick had to be pretty low.
Wow. Oh yeah.
So you're going Seahawks. I'm going Rams.
Yeah.
Being risky
I'm gonna
with
take
the
that.
Rams, and you want to go the safe route.
I'm gonna take that safe route. I don't feel.
All right. This one's a difficult one for me here. We got the Cleveland Browns versus the Jaguars, baby.
Right.
And the Browns are playing on the road at the Jags. Um, I don't know. With this one, I'm gonna have to go with the Browns. I can't pick the Jags with all seriousness. Um, and actually keep a straight face and probably not get laughed at by anyone who ever watches this video. So I'm gonna go with the Browns, even though they are playing on the road. Um, the Browns are not afraid to get down because they know how to come back. Um, and they're not because they really don't give it up. That the defense is playing pretty well. Once they kind of get their feet ground, the Jags are awful. Um, I think they're tied for worst team in the league at this point, fighting for that number one pick. Um, I don't know. I've always kind of been I'm not a fan of the Jags, but I've always kind of liked the Jags a little bit in my heart a little bit, but can't go with the Jags here. But this is like my heart against my boy here, my boy Brian Hoyer, who I've been saying since Johnny Manziel got drafted, Brian Hoyer was going to start, and it was going to be the right decision. I didn't think Johnny Manziel was ready for one, and I just thought Brian Hoyer earned his spot. Um, Brian Hoyer's been playing well. People will say he doesn't do a lot, but when you're doing enough to get the win, I don't think you can complain. I mean, if I was a Browns fan, I wouldn't be crying that we're 3-2 right now. I'd be completely fine with that. Um, and the Browns are really making a statement to try to get in the playoffs, especially beating the living crap out of the Steelers last week, which was very funny. I laughed a lot, even though I wasn't really watching it. I just saw the score and I was laughing as I was out there looking at that
I
score.
laughed too. I laughed too until we don't take that field goal in overtime.
But the Browns versus the Jags, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the Browns here. I trust Brian Hoyer than more than I trust anybody under center for the Jags. Um, I trust Ben Tate more than I trust anybody running the ball for the Jags. I trust that receiving core a little bit more. I trust Jordan Cameron a little bit more. Just all around, I trust them a lot more than I trust the Jags. I don't think I can put my trust in the Jags just yet. Um, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like the Browns were kind of made to lose this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags just kind of snuck up on them a little bit, just creeped up on them behind and poked them and was like, "Ha ha, I got you." I wouldn't be surprised at that. So I'm gonna go with the Browns, but don't be surprised if the Browns get upset tomorrow. And I wouldn't mind it. They're kind of too close in the AFC North race right now.
I would like to go ahead and say just because since we have that tie, is extremely too close to the AFC. Too close.
And by we, he means the Bengals for those of you first time watchers.
Yes, for the first time watchers, we tied the last week because Mike Nugent went ahead and thought it'd be okay to shank the last field goal. When I say shank, I mean completely hook, like it was sent on a string. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland now. The reason I'm going with Cleveland is because one, Bente is a beautiful runner, and that Jaguar defense is not ready for the run. They're not ready in any kind of way. Brian Hoyer is a great quarterback. Ask me, he underrated. And of course, they have Andrew Hawkins, which I mean, I feel like that's gonna also be a major point. He's gonna probably scrap through the middle and catch a few passes. So pretty much, they're gonna have the offense. They have the offensive power to run the score up on the Jaguars. Will the Jaguars contest that, or will they answer to it? Pretty much, that's gonna be the real question.
All right, this next game is near and dear to your heart. Um, it's the Bengals at the Colts, and the Bengals are looking to get off their winless streak.
I don't even.
That doesn't mean
I
they
don't
necessarily
even
lost
know.
2 weeks in a row, but they have not won in 2 weeks. The Bengals
Well,
coming in
technically, they
without AJ
haven't won.
Green. I'm gonna let you start this one off since you're a big time Bengals fan. I'm gonna let you start this one off.
I have two
Um,
things to say. One thing,
yeah, go ahead.
we haven't won in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks?
We had a
No,
bye.
y'all only lost it.
We had a bye.
Oh yeah,
Lost
y'all
to
did
the
have a bye.
Patriots,
I forgot about that.
and we tied. That's 3 weeks. Second of all,
Well, y'all are winless in 2 games.
okay, we can say that. And second of all, I don't even know right now. I need to go ahead and think. You can go ahead first. I need to think for a second.
Are you actually thinking about picking against the Bengals here? Is that what you're trying to say?
I really am trying to think right now. I don't even know what's going on.
All right, as I let you ponder, um, this
So
just
not
in:
a
Christian
Christian
Ponder
Ponder.
was traded to the Bengals for Andy Dalton. No, not really. Um,
Shut up.
the Bengals coming in, they're going into Indianapolis, into Lucas Oil Stadium. I've been there, by the way. It's a nice stadium. Um, Bengals at Colts. Bengals without AJ Green, without Marvin Jones for the rest of the year. AJ Green's not out for the year, but Marvin Jones is. Sanu's the number one receiver, which I wouldn't complain about that if I'm a Bengals fan because Sanu is consistent as they come. Trust me, I know. But you got the Bengals. You got the Bengals going against the you got you got the Bengals against the Colts, and I'm gonna go with the. Hmm, that's tough.
Exactly.
Um, I'm gonna go with the Bengals against the Colts. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do here. No AJ Green. No, no AJ Green. No Marvin Jones. Um, yeah, they're hurt up, and for over the last 2 weeks, people have not been the biggest fans of Andy Dalton. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Colts here, and that's just because I really hope they win. Um, just because for one, it'll bring the Bengals back down to earth a little bit more. And you know, it, I wouldn't mind it that much. I wouldn't mind if the Bengals went on and lost this game.
Just so y'all can be
But
number one
I
in
will
the.
be right back. You go ahead and give your pick. Um, I'll probably ask you what your pick was because I won't be down here when you do it. But give your nice elaboration of why you even are thinking about not picking the Bengals this week.
Guys, just to go ahead and give you a heads up, the only reason why I'm actually tempted to not pick Cincinnati is for the fact that their defense hasn't even played like they usually play. I mean, of course, our defense is hurting a lot, but I mean, they doing a lot of arm tackling. They're missing a few. They're missing a few interceptions. We're just missing big plays on defense, and so if our defense isn't there mentally, it's actually pretty hard for us to actually come together and win. As you can see from last week, against Carolina, we had a shootout, and pretty much this shootout should not have happened at all because our defense is usually skilled enough to actually stop that from actually happening. This this should have never went as far as it did. The only reason I feel like that we may have struggled that week is because of the read option. But pretty much our defense is not what it is, what it usually is at the moment. And honestly, I would go for the Colts this one. I could, but I won't. The only reason I won't is because in all of in every single one of Andrew Luck's years, he has not beaten Andy Dalton at all. Whether it be TCU, when it was down in TCU in college and whatnot, or was it when he was up into the the National Football League. He has not beaten yet. So I'm still gonna have to go with the Bengals. Plus, our offense still is coming together, and the fact that Gio is not hurt is gonna bring us back even
You
more.
still went with the Bengals?
Yes,
Really? You were making me happy for a little bit, man.
still going. I mean, the only reason I was
Say
only
no to drugs, man. Say no.
Bruh, look, come on. Look, the only reason I was even thinking of, or like thinking of doing this is for the fact that our defense hasn't been what they usually are. I mean, we usually get fourth down stops. We usually get third down stops. We're usually good on the pass, the run. This last week and the week before last, it's just full collapse. So I mean, we gotta get back on track. And I feel like this game against the Colts is gonna get us back on track. Whether it be home or away, we get back on track.
Well, let's be honest. Andrew Luck is a man. At least that's what they're telling us, right? They're telling us he's the greatest quarterback in the history of quarterbacks every moment of every week of every time he plays.
Y'all can say that. They can say that all they want, but until he can beat Andy Dalton, I'm not saying nothing. He hasn't
I'm
beat
just,
him
I'm
down.
just saying that's how he's portrayed to us. He's portrayed to us as like the greatest quarterback in the league right now.
I mean,
If
people can portray it, but I mean, let's be honest. He couldn't beat Andy Dalton's team in TCU, and he couldn't beat Andy Dalton's team when he was with the Bengals. So I mean, either he could beat us this week and prove me wrong, or he could still be on that L streak.
I think this may be the week he does it. Um,
Nah,
I I'm gonna go with the Colts. I think I already picked the game, but I'm gonna go with them. Um, I don't know. I want them to win. I'd rather them win. Um, just help me personally.
by the way, I'll be
Just
back.
all right. It'll just help me personally to actually feel decent about this game. I don't know. I want them to win just because um, it's
You
good for the
want
AFC North for one.
you want to be number one in the AFC North.
That's a true statement. That's the truth. That's about it right there. That's the reason I'm picking the Colts right there. Yep. And I don't want that one-upsmanship for this year that the Colts beat us and y'all beat them. No, I can't have that. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'm pretty sure we
Um,
already got that though.
I'm talking about for this year.
I'm pretty sure we've already did that.
Y'all haven't beaten the Colts this year.
Not the Colts, but somebody else.
Who?
I don't know. We'll talk about it off the screen, but I don't remember at the moment.
All right.
And I'm about to get ready for work. So.
All right. Next game is Vikings Bills. I don't know. I don't know. Vikings are playing at the Bills. I don't like the Bills because I don't trust C.J. Spiller. Um, just don't. I don't know who to trust in the backfield of the Minnesota Vikings either. So, ugh. Teddy Bridgewater played. I don't know if he really played bad. He just got really rattled, literally last week. As far as just getting pressured a ton last week in his return. I don't think that's the way you want to return from an ankle injury. So for this one, Vikings at Bills. The Bills aren't that great, but the Vikings are better with Teddy Bridgewater. I think they're gonna win this game. I'm picking the Vikings here because Teddy Bridgewater is he plays pretty well. He didn't play well last week, but he was just coming off an ankle injury and he got pressured a lot. I
I'm
don't
picking the
remember the
Bills.
Bills pass rush being that great. What were you saying?
Taking the Bills.
I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings. Teddy Bridgewater greater than the Bills, practically.
I can't elaborate, but I'm taking the Bills.
All right, he's gonna pick the Bills there. I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense. Teddy Bridgewater greater than the Bills. Just know that. Next, we got the Miami Dolphins at the Chicago Bears going down to the Windy City, seeing if they can come off this bye after they traveled all the way to London, and now they're traveling to um, Chicago. So we got the Dolphins at the Bears. For this one, I'm gonna go. Did I spell that right? I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. No, I don't know. This one's tough. The Dolphins played well against Oakland, so I don't know if I can trust the Dolphins versus Oakland to be my catalyst for this game. So I'm gonna have to think about this one a little bit. Um, the Dolphins are. The Bears are okay this year. Um, I'm the Bears just because they're at home. The Dolphins have been traveling a lot. They've got to be tired. They still got to be tired. They traveled all the way to London, and then they went home. Now they're going to Chicago. Um, they got the but gone. I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears. Look for Jay Cutler to be good Jay Cutler here and not throw the ball to the other team. And also, it's gonna be a close game, but I'm gonna go with the Bears to edge it out here. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
By the way,
Next we
that
got
is
the
an
Saints versus the Lions. Okay, never mind. I didn't know he's back.
by the way, that's an awful catalyst. Don't ever use the Raiders as a liability. Anyways, I'm going with the
I
Dolphins.
mean, look, I said I didn't want to use that as a so that's why I went with the Bears.
I'm going with the Dolphins. You wanna know why? First of all, because Dolphins got a good team. Kevin Hill
Don't
is a
say
good
don't say
quarterback.
don't say the Dolphins got a Lamar. Don't even say it.
Second of all, they got a Lamar. All Lamars are good. All Lamars are always good. And plus, actually really, if you actually look at Lamar Miller's fantasy points, you can see that he does a lot for that team. So I mean, he actually does do his work. not only that, Tannehill is a great quarterback, and also not only is he a good quarterback, he has a decent receiving core with Brian Hartline and Mike Wallace.
See, I
So I
feel
mean,
bad for Tannehill because he got put. He was in that draft class with Luck and RG3 and who else? There was one more Russell Wilson, and so he gets overlooked a ton. Maybe not by RG3 at this point, but I mean RG3 gets a lot more publicity than Tannehill does.
oh yeah, oh
Um,
god, my knee, oh god, my ankle.
but but Ryan Tannehill may be the second best quarterback in that class. Maybe
Honestly, if
he could fight for that spot. Definitely, he probably could fight for the first spot. I think he's a lot better than the Dolphins give him credit for. He's a lot better than Dolphins fans give him credit for. And you better keep that man. Don't sit there and act like you're gonna bench him. A couple of weeks ago, they were like, we may. I don't know who my quarterback's gonna be. He's gonna. You're gonna have a bad game. He's still a young guy. Let him grow from that. Come on now.
I mean, if you ask me, there's nothing wrong with Tannehill. Tannehill is actually a really good. And about vying for the first spot, it's actually possible. So if I'm right, not only can Tannehill pass, he does have a little bit of wheels on him. He just don't know how to use them yet. So I mean, he has a little bit of wheels. So Tannehill pretty much is a decent quarterback. He's just like with the Dolphins, who don't get that much publicity. If the Dolphins got as much publicity as the Seahawks or the Colts do, I mean, you can vibe for him to actually be a really good quarterback. But
I mean,
then again,
the Dolphins don't have a ton of talent either compared to those other teams.
but but you can always pick out some names for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I mean they got
I
Mike
mean,
Wallace
you can even
and
pick a name
Lauren
on the
Miller.
defense.
Yeah, and Cameron Wake is a man. Cameron
I
Wake is a
can
man.
give another name out. Brent Grimes.
Oh yeah, and they got Colin Finnegan.
I don't know about Portland State. That
I still
Finnegan's a
like
little
Colin
bit.
Finnegan.
That,
Come on, man.
that
Colin's a
Finnegan.
man.
That Finnegan a little bit iffy.
Man, he's still reeling from the shots Andre Johnson took at him a couple
That's the
years
Rocky
ago,
running away.
man.
You need to go ahead and attack them all.
I like Colin Finnegan.
Okay, it's okay. We can say
All
somebody
right,
else.
so I went Bears, you went Dolphins here. All right. So next we're gonna have Saints at Lions. I think it's the first 4 o'clock game. Right? Am I right?
I'm going with the Lions.
No, it's not. We're still on 1 o'clock games, but it's the Saints at the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions.
The Saints once again on the road have been bad. They've pretty much been bad anywhere they played, but have the Saints only won 1 game? Am I
Pretty
right?
sure they won two, but I could be
Dude?
wrong.
I mean, that's still bad for the Saints. I mean, you think about the Saints,
No,
you don't expect.
nope, they won 2 games.
They won 2 games?
They won two
Um,
games. They won, I think, either last week or the week before last.
I'm going to go ahead and go with the Saints here. I don't know if I really want to, but the reason I'm going with the Saints, I think they got to bounce back eventually. I don't think they're just going to stay down. I don't think this team is the Atlanta Falcons of last year. Um,
Bend over.
so I really don't expect them to. Shut up, phone. I really don't expect them to really just be really bad. I don't. I can't expect the Saints to be really bad. It's kind of like the Patriots. Like the Patriots are consistently good, but they don't really do anything later on in the playoffs. So, yes.
First of all, I'd give an update. Yeah, they are 2-3, and I'd like to also say that out of all respect and trust from this team,
Why?
what do you mean? Why? Have you seen
Why?
them play?
I
Hey,
have, but
yeah, I mean, what? You want to know the reason
okay.
why they won?
Okay, technically I haven't. I work a lot on Sunday afternoon, so I don't see a ton of anything but
Okay,
highlights. So
Well, I work. I don't work on Sunday afternoons. I'm gonna tell you right
Shut
now.
up. Shut
They
up.
they
Don't
look
even.
kind of they look
Just
kind
leave
of
it
like.
out. Leave it out of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I seen is pretty awful. Let me go ahead and give you this. The only reason that they won last time, that they're 2-3, is because Kyrie Robinson was a man.
Oh,
That's it. If Kyrie Robinson wasn't so good, they would have lost. That would have been an L. That's all I gotta say. I'm going with Detroit.
all right.
Got
I'm gonna
no
go
faith
with
in Drew Brees.
the Saints can stay that bad for that long. Just, I mean, they haven't really been terrible ever, except for that one year where Sean Payton wasn't there and they just didn't make the playoffs. But I don't know if they were off. Well, they were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. They were pretty bad. Anyway, next we got the
Let's
Panthers at the
not.
Packers. We got the Cammy Cam going up against the Airy Raj. So, game before I went on to the
I
next game.
don't know. You said Cam Newton in my mind just kind of went. You said Cam Newton, my mind went blank for a second.
Could have Cammy Cam put 4 points on the Bengals last week. Is it in fantasy points, not really real points? Well, they did put 37 up.
But up yours. 35, but who's counting? I sure wasn't.
You were definitely counting. You were emotionally invested in that game. You know you were.
I was emotionally crying in that game.
This man sat down in the wanted Bengals defense, and the man gave him 34
I was
points
hoping.
or 33.3,
You
something like
wanna
that.
know what's funny? You wanna know what's funny? The guy that I was playing had Cincinnati defense. The only reason I won is because Cincinnati had negative 2 points.
That's about it. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, Greg, but defense wasn't working out this week.
Greg will probably never watch this video, but since there was a shout out of him, I may have to tell him about it.
Shout out to Greg for losing to me. Thanks. I needed to be 3-3. I needed a win.
Uh, in terms of this game, I'm gonna go with the Panthers. The Packers are the Packers, but I like Cam Newton more than no, I don't. I do like Cam Newton though. I'm a big time fan of Cam Newton. Um, Cam Newton and this defense trying to get it together. The Packers have been pretty good last couple weeks, but even in Lambeau, I'm gonna go with the Panthers over the Packers. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. I would say I was a fan of Cam Newton too, except from last week. I I hate Cam Newton, but respect him. It's like still on the fantasy team. I respect Cam Newton. But I'm going with Packers. Even when Boyd gets hurt, that's too much offense. That's too much offense. First of all, they can hardly stop our offense. I mean, they can't stop our offense. They're gonna have a hard time stopping Aaron Rodgers.
That's true. That's true. I agree. Um, Next we got the Chiefs versus the Chargers in San Diego. Go Chargers, go! This one I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers. I trust the Chargers a lot more than I trust the Chiefs. Just because the Chargers have been consistent this year, the Chiefs have not. Um, so Chiefs, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Practically, I'm going with the Chargers here. Philip Rivers has been playing really well. He's actually getting some MVP talk here. The
What was
defense
his
hasn't been what it was last year. Also, a lot of weapons against a defense that's struggling a little bit this year. So, I mean, and plus they got this running back named I don't even remember his name. That's bad. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't. It's Brandon something.
Oliver?
I'm sorry, bro. I
Oliver
am
was.
sorry, Brandon. I know his first name. That's the most important thing. If you know the guy's first name, you're doing pretty good for yourself.
Pretty
Uh,
much. You should just send him over to me now.
no, it's Brandon Out. No, it's not Brandon Albert. That's a
Oliver!
Brandon Oliver. Brandon Oliver. That's who it is. It's Brandon Oliver. I knew it. I knew it the whole time. Knew it the whole time, guys. Knew it the whole time.
Just go ahead and trade
Uh,
him to me. It's okay.
no, I will not trade him to you.
You don't even know the
um,
man's name.
you know what? I knew the man's name, but you put me on the spot, so I forgot it.
He's gonna be another
But
yada yada. Keep playing.
actually, if he gives me that production for 1 week, I'll be okay. Give me like 30 points for a week, and then I'll find somebody else. Yeah, that worked. Um, but right now, Brandon Oliver is the best running back they have right now. Ryan Matthews is hurt. Go figure. Um, so Brandon Oliver, he's been doing pretty well. Once again, against a Chief defense that's not the best thing in the world. I'm going with the Chargers.
Uh, of course, if you had to ask me, I'm going with the Chargers. Wanna know why? Cause I have Phillip Rivers started on my team. And Phillip Rivers, he's been looking pretty much magnificent this year. Man's got 15 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Pretty decent. Pretty decent start to the year. Especially since we in week 7. Already week 7 and is only throwing 2 interceptions.
Just to let you know, my boy Joe got 12 and 3. So,
Just to let you
I'm not
know,
playing.
boy, Andy has like 6 or 2, but pretty much because he
You're
has only.
probably lying very much right now. That's okay.
No, 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 no. You can check it out. He only has 2 interceptions. But
I
like,
will check it out, honestly. I will. I will
well,
check it out right now.
all right
I,
then.
I, I will. Talk about the Cardinals and the Raiders, darn it. Talk about the Cardinals.
Anyway, you done? Cause
Oh, yeah, I was done. I was going to the next game, Chargers versus Raiders, but I did get those, and he is 6-3,
he must have thrown
60
that shit. He did throw. He did
interceptions,
throw that.
six
He
and three.
did throw. Excuse me. Jeez. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Cardinals. I like the Cardinals. Then,
All right. He's going really Cardinals. No explanation. Raiders. Kind of Raiders here. Can't do it. Can't do it. Believe in the Derek Carr. No, a Derek Carr, but I don't believe in him against the Cardinals, even at home. The Cardinals are pretty great. They travel well. I mean, they have a whole football field to travel, so they travel pretty well. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals here. It doesn't matter who plays quarterback; they're gonna play pretty well. Bruce Arians doing a really good job. They're in Arizona. I don't even know who's playing. I think Carson Palmer may be back this week. Can't remember, but
okay.
not sure.
I don't think so. I'm pretty positive I don't think so. Pretty sure Palmer's correct. What are you doing?
I'll be back in a second.
Obviously, homeboy over here having. Yeah, obvious homeboy having technical difficulties. But yeah, Carson Palmer's actually listed probable for right shoulder, which if it was me, I wouldn't risk it. Because first of all, it's his shoulder. I would risk getting hurt any kind of way. So they might play him, but then again, they might not. But yeah, I'm still gonna go down. I'm still have to go with him. Um, this
Are
team
we still in the
pretty much
Cardinals and the Raiders?
knows they're and they got everything figured out. While the Raiders, they still kind of iffy. The Raiders are still kind of iffy, so it's kind of hard to go ahead and just pick the Raiders. I mean, plus the Raiders got a bunch of unpredictable players. They're inconsistent, so you don't know what you're getting from these guys. I bet.
All right. Next, we got a NFC East battle here, I think. Giants at the Cowboys. They're going to face the Cowboys in Jerry World. Um, I don't know. The Giants looked good until last week. Well, they looked good from week and now.
Danielle was Danielle was Danielle was good until last week.
The entire Giants
Last
offense looked
Giants,
good until last week.
Danielle was
Are you
good
gonna tell
until
me the
last
entire Giants offense did not look good until last week? Actually, they looked good in that one game. I got him
week.
on my fantasy
Danielle
team
was
too.
in
I understand.
Danielle had three 22-point games, which also I'm not gonna have to add Ahmad Bradshaw to the idea. He had three 22-point games, and I'm gonna have to add Bradshaw. But those are the only two ones. Everybody else slumped.
Uh, I'm for
I'm
this
pretty
one.
positive he had the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
The Giants are
Um,
not ready. Yeah.
Cowboys look. They look good. They really do. As much as it pains me to say it, they look good, and it hurts. But I'm gonna pick the Cowboys, unfortunately. But don't be surprised if the Giants
That's what
upset
you
this one
think.
too. Yes, yes.
Um, I like to go ahead and say this
Proceed.
right here, and all you Cowboy fans out there, this is probably gonna hurt you, but I don't care. But it's an awkward season when the Cowboys are 5-1, and everybody else over here is just kind of struggling. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know many Cowboy teams that have went 5-1. Actually, the way that the Cowboy fans be complaining, you wouldn't think that they were 5-1, but they're
I'm pretty
actually.
sure the last time the Cowboys went 5-1, they didn't even make the playoffs.
But let's get this straight though. They're 5-1. Pretty much they're leading the division. Pretty sure they're leading in the NFC conference. Pretty sure that these guys are on top of everything at this moment. And I just want to get that out there. Actually, straight there, they're not
That
leading.
are you picking the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl?
No, no, no. I'm definitely not gonna do that. But let me correct myself on that though. Right now the Eagles are leading the NFC East.
Oh yeah, aren't they tied? They're tied,
Yeah,
right?
they're tied, but they've got more points. So technically, the Eagles are one up on them. But let me get this straight though. I'm not gonna pick them to win the Super Bowl because I don't have that much faith in them. I have faith in Romo. I don't have faith in the rest of the team. So let's just get that straight. But yeah, I'm going to pick the Cowboys. I have faith in Romo, and I have faith in DeMarco Murray. All right, I'm done.
All right. I'm going with the Cowboys here. They are I guess technically they're the better team. But the Giants aren't terrible either. I feel like they just kind of slipped up last year. The last time, let me see. Just no, pull up the pull up the schedule I want. Darn it.
I'm just
No,
saying,
not
bro.
2007.
I'm just saying, though, bro. You know the Giants are pretty bad.
The Giants aren't that bad though. They were bad in like the first 2 weeks, but they're
They
not.
have two players on their offense.
Yeah, I think the last time they went 5-1. Yeah, the last time they went 5-1, they did make the playoffs, and they lost to the Giants in the divisional round.
It'll be fine.
It was in 2007.
Well, they ain't got to worry about that because the Giants are pretty much some trash right now. So actually, they might have to worry about that since they opened the spots for the playoffs up to two.
The Cowboys were 4-1 in 2008, and they didn't make the playoffs. So Cowboys fans, don't get too excited because when December comes, it's a little scary. Hey Lamar,
Yeah,
before you leave them, because you're leaving in like 2 minutes, right?
pretty much. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna run the rest of the games by you. I'm gonna let you pick them, and then I'm going to just do my elaboration in a little bit.
All right, that's fine.
So you're picking the Cowboys, right? Yeah, because you think the
Yeah.
Giants are trash.
Yes, the Giants
All
are
right. There's only like 2 games left,
garbage.
honestly.
Yeah, I know.
So we got the 49ers and the Broncos Sunday Night
Broncos,
Football. What do you think?
Bronx.
And we got the Texans and the Steelers on Monday night.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and just tell people that because I mean you already know how I feel about that game.
You're obviously gonna pick the Steelers, right?
Huh? Houston people.
If you have if you have any elaboration you want to do on those last 2 games, you got like a minute, I
San
guess.
San Fran, Kaepernick, no good. Peyton Manning, amazing. Houston, Pittsburgh, awful. Houston, Arian Foster, amazing. Bye guys.
All right. So for the Giants and the Cowboys, I'm gonna go with the once again I'm gonna go with the Cowboys, but I'm not gonna be surprised if the Giants upset the Cowboys. Um, it wouldn't even really be an upset, I don't think. The Cowboys look good, but you know, I don't think they're great. Then I'm gonna go 49ers at Broncos. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. The Broncos are consistently good all the time. I don't trust the 49. I trust the 49ers, but I don't trust them against the Broncos in Denver. Denver's a tough place to play because of the altitude for one. So I'm gonna go with the 49ers. No, I'm going with the Broncos just because Peyton Manning is the man. Uh, does good work out there, so I don't expect anything less from the 49ers. Lamar picked the Broncos here, or the Broncos. Anyway, Lamar picked the Broncos here. He doesn't believe in Kaepernick. I like Kaepernick more than Lamar does, but I'm not gonna pick him against the Broncos. Be surprised. Gonna be surprised if this one swung either. Next, we got the Texans and the. I think the Texans are away. I think Texans versus Steelers on Monday night. Yeah, the Texans are going to Pittsburgh for this game. I want Pittsburgh to lose because I want them to lose every game they ever play. But I'm going to go with the Texans. I don't think I need a but. I'm going to go with the Texans. I don't believe in the Steelers. The Steelers got whopped by the
Destroyed.
Browns last time. Texans aren't bad at all. Texans defense and just J.J. Watt in general is just ridiculous. The man turned into a corner practically. This man just runs back touchdowns constantly. But the Texans with Ryan Fitzpatrick, that's my only concern with the Texans. But I don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is terrible either. I just don't think Ryan Fitzpatrick is terrible at all. And Ryan Fitzpatrick will probably have more success against the Steelers defense than Big Ben will have against the Texans. Guys, talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me.
I'm still here.
Everybody who watches this video. What?
I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm still here.
Yeah, he's still there. He's just nodding. But guys,
yes.
I'll talk to you guys later.
If I'm
glad
late
this
for work, I
video-
blame DJ.
What? Say that again. Repeat yourself.
If I'm late for work, I blame DJ.
He blames me for something. I don't know why. But I hope you
Being
guys
late for
enjoyed
work.
this. Oh, being late for work. It's not my fault. You said you were leaving at 3:50. I said go. You said forget it.
Of course. Sure.
Why are you still here? You should be gone. But guys, if you want to share this
I had to
video,
tie my shoes.
oh, he had his. So that's what took him 3 minutes was to tie his freaking shoes. Of course, makes sense.
No, I had to get my name tag too.
You could have got your name tag before. You were gone forever. You could have got your name tag then.
I was buttoning up my pants.
No, you weren't. Guys, hit that subscribe button for me, please. If you want to.
Always do.
If you don't, it's okay. Share the video. We're going to try to get these videos some more publicity. So if you see it on Twitter and you be like, oh, I watched that video, go ahead and share it. It'll be on my Twitter account at beastmode123100 because YouTube automatically tweets when I upload a video. So go ahead and just share that, retweet it, favorite it. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the retweet. Guys, enjoy your Week 7 games. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.